Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of Ramblings in the Basement. It's your boy Theory,
This is Ego.
Jonas.
and Ivan will be joining us later. He's not here at the moment.
Yeah, so in the meantime, we will be touching the topic of just, I guess, general relationship stuff.
Yeah, and the whole dating scene.
Yeah, the dating scene, you know.
So how it is, I guess.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the dating scene is.
So you haven't been dating in a minute.
Yeah, like
I don't really date either.
Well, you can give a perspective on your relationship
Yeah,
and
no,
how
of
your
course.
things go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to, like, just be, but, you know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, relationships right now are very different than what
No,
than what
for
we
sure.
knew them to be, like, back in, like, the times that we were, like,
Dude, everything's changing so quick.
you know what I'm saying? Well, like, me personally, like, since I'm a little older and shit, I kind of, like, understand, like, back then, like, it was different. Like, a lot, like, back then you would send, people actually talk to each other and then, like, conversed and
Yeah.
this and that, like, you know, and you got the time to, like, actually know the person, and nowadays it's just kind of like, you know, you meet them, you
Everything's
fuck,
rushed.
and then you date them.
Everything's rushed.
that's very true. Like it's just weird to think that like dating now sometimes just involves looking at like a couple pictures of somebody and deciding whether you want to be with them or not.
Right, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I saw, like, I don't remember where it was because this was a long time ago, but I remember someone was making a comparison where they're saying they tried to turn, like, Tinder into, like, Amazon, where it's, like, everyone's, like, so used to, like, having that quick, you know, quickness, just everything's quick. So it's, like, they try to make dating like that, too, with Tinder and, like, just dating apps in general. Where it's, like, you're able to just, like, quickly, like, you know, whatever you like, you know, put that shit in your save
Like
later.
swipe left, swipe
Yeah.
right type thing.
And then it's, like, whatever you don't like, get rid of that.
It's
And it's like that's pretty much what we've been accustomed to with everything, to be honest.
Exactly.
instant gratification.
Yeah.
Instant gratification like a bitch.
Instant
Yeah, exactly.
gratification,
Mhm.
man. That's what it is. You know.
And
People
then no one
don't-
wants to take the time to like actually get to know each
Exactly.
other, like you're saying.
Yep.
I mean,
And then that's why relationships now don't last, because they don't get the time. They don't take the time to get to know each other. They like I said, they meet, they fuck, then they have the relationship, and then once they're in the relationship, they realize, oh, either this guy's a piece of shit or
I
this
feel like,
woman's
yeah.
this and that, and then they break up.
I feel like it's part of it because like on one end is like you're too rushed to get into a relationship, like you're rushing everything, so you're not taking the time to get to know the person, right? So you don't know if the person's an asshole or not, or like if they're gonna be a good match.
yeah.
But at the same time, you're also guaranteeing that you're not going to be a good match because you're being like shallow about it. Like if you take that approach, like you're always like trying to do it quick, and it's like so you end up being like not a good match either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you end up coming off as an asshole too because you're just being shallow. You know, you're just looking for like, I guess, you know, like quick identifiers of like what like
Yeah, like what's good
gonna-
about the pros and cons of a
Yeah.
person.
But
Yeah.
then again, a lot of people also just get into relationships now because of how lonely people are
Yeah.
nowadays.
yeah.
Loneliness kills, man.
Loneliness
Dude, it does.
will have
Loneliness is dangerous.
will have you in some fucked up relationships.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just to fill in that void that you have, like, when you're not.
Loneliness will make you apologize for a person cheating.
Yep.
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy as and like it's it is like hilarious to think about it. Just the simple
No, it happens,
the
though.
concept of somebody apologizing for the other person cheating. It's like what?
No, I mean,
But
yeah.
some people probably do, where it's just like, oh, I should have gave you more attention, so you wouldn't have done.
And that's the
this.
thing about long-term relationships now too. A lot of people like get into these long-term relationships, and then like it gets so toxic. But then again, they like get to the point where they're just like they don't see themselves. Well, they don't want to see themselves with anybody else but that person, just from
They
the
get-
simple
they get
fact
too
that I've
attached.
spent so many years
Yeah.
already doing this with this person. You know, like.
It's like I'm not giving up on the relationship.
Why would I want to do this? Probably like them. If I find somebody else, it's probably going to be the same thing. I might as well just stick to the devil that I know.
Stick to the devil that I know, to the devil that I don't. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I could definitely see that.
yeah.
I think the perspective I can give, being in a pretty very committed relationship, is like you just have a lot more to lose.
Yeah,
You know, a breakup isn't
because you have that relationship that you built.
Like like it's a breakup isn't just a simple, all right, we're done. Like when you're super committed, it's just like you build a life together.
Yeah, no,
and it's
sure.
like that's why I think it's a little hard to say whether that's kind of like toxic or not toxic, because it's like you don't want to lose what you've built. Maybe maybe it's not the person that you can't leave, but it's everything you built with that person, and knowing that there is a possibility to still fix it, that makes you keep fighting. It's just like, why? Like, why am I gonna give up? Like for what? Like, but it also matters on what it is too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, every situation is gonna be different.
Because I mean, if your dude's beating the shit out of you,
you gotta get the fuck out of there. Yeah.
Some people are still blind to that sometimes. They'll be in like a
or like a Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. You know,
I was thinking of like Will Smith. Like he doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't want to leave his relationship.
Those two are prime examples of what not to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like some people are like in abusive relationships because they're scared of like starting over, and they don't want to like build a new relationship with someone else
because it's difficult.
Because you also like even after like dating for a while, like once you've dated so many people too, like you get tired of starting over. You know,
for sure.
It gets mad tiring
because it's different. Like I guess it goes back to like you have to go. You can't because you do to a certain extent have to be kind of shallow when it comes to dating because there's so many people and you have to kind of just like I guess like kind of get to know them at least a little bit. To know if you're compatible.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta be like, you get like a little bit, like a little snippet of information like from their Tinder bio for whatever. Like
most of that's bullshit.
Yeah, most of that is bullshit. But you get to know like the type of person they are regardless. Like like if you see a girl like putting all types of zodiac sign, like what kind of girl she's gonna be. Right? Like
but they be like on there talking about vegetarian and travel and next thing you know it's just a couch potato that likes to eat lots of chips and
well that's what I'm saying. Like when they post shit like that, they're gonna be fake usually.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be like full of shit because most people like that say travel is like no the fuck you're not traveling, like that's just expensive as fuck.
You're not.
That's just expensive as fuck. You're not traveling.
I know you saved those pictures from the last trip and you just decided to post them.
You've been taking
unless you're doing OnlyFans or some shit like that, then I can see.
But yeah, I feel like for the most part, I feel like that's bullshit.
What what's your guys' like tier of like levels in relationship? I'm curious.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like each step up, what's the next step for you?
Oh, like the levels?
Yeah.
The bases?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, man. I never understood that shit. I'm gonna be honest. Same. People always talk about the tiers. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, it doesn't always, because it's not always linear.
I still don't understand though. I still don't understand it.
I feel like something, like sometimes, like we were talking about what he said earlier, like sometimes like people just go straight into fucking sometimes. So like it's not really linear anymore.
Like, but what do you mean though? Like when again,
so like back then they would talk about like bases, like first base, second base,
third base.
Yeah,
it's like pretty much that. He's like, what would you I guess classify as first base, and second base?
Oh,
so I never
understood that.
Yeah, that shit never made sense to me because I was like, what is first base? Is that like some people say that's like just holding hands. It's like second base is like kissing. I was like, I don't fucking. Like that, none of that shit makes sense.
None of that exists anymore.
Right.
That was like a thing from back then.
But that's crazy that it like I just don't get it. Like how that even was a thing. Like legit. Like there were people walking around going, "So did you get the third base tonight?"
Okay.
What does that fucking mean? Third base could be
no,
anything.
dude. I almost got to second base, but
But that shit never made sense to me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's like you're thinking this guy had he was probably finger banging this girl at third base when his third base just means we kissed for the first time.
Right.
It's like, but also the other thing that I wanted to ask is like, but is in a sense like also the levels in relationships. So like, first you meet them, you get to know them, then you move in together, then you get engaged, married. Like to you, what comes first?
All right,
from those
like what's the steps?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that you should talk to the person, get to meet them, date for a good amount, like maybe like a year, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, a year, maybe a year and a half. And you like just really just get to like talk to them, get to know who they are, let them get to know who you are, because you are also like, you know, there's certain things that you're gonna have to reveal about yourself to them, you know. So like,
yeah,
you have to
just getting comfortable with
exactly, and then next thing you know, once that happens, you guys might probably move in and then either get married and have kids, or have kids and get married, you know, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I don't like. I think back then, I'm like maybe, like I don't know how far back then, like maybe 70s. It stopped, but like I never understood the whole, you know, get to know a person they're dating and then you get married and then you move in together.
Yeah.
That was so weird to me.
That was
because
weird.
like when you don't live with your significant other, the moment you move in, you start noticing things that you had no idea about.
But the thing is, back then that didn't really matter to them, you know, because back then it was more like, you know, you got married to a man and then you were at the service of that man that you were married to at the time.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't really like, women's feelings weren't really taken into consideration at that time, you know, like most of them would be married to a bunch of drunk ass dudes that would beat the shit out of them and, you know, work every single day, and
like back then
they stayed home and cooked and, you know, didn't say shit.
Like back then, divorce was like a big deal.
Exactly.
No, that explains,
very big deal.
That explains boomer humor. They're always complaining about each other. It's like when they're married, like, oh, my wife.
Like, okay, boomer.
Right? It's like, all right, y'all hate each other. Why are you married?
Exactly. It starts going from like married couple to brother and sister.
You know, that goes kind of to like some other thing, because like I learned this shit in this one college class. I think it was called interpersonal communication. Irrelevant, but the point is, the teacher told me, told the class that care is like a scale of caring. It's like a scale, and it's like loving and hating is like two different ends of the same thing. It was like, so it's like when you hate each other, that's how you know you care about each other. Because usually, if you don't care about someone, you're not gonna hate them like that. Because you don't care about them, you don't think about them.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So it's like, So it's like sometimes
to hate somebody is have that person.
It means you care about them.
Times.
It means you care about them to a certain extent.
Because you care enough to hate them.
Yeah. So I feel like that's low-key, like, why, like, long-term couples, like, have sometimes problems is, like, because you care about each other, so it's like, it drives, you know, I guess, stronger emotions because you actually care about this, you know, relationship.
Yeah, you're right. I could see that. That's true.
So,
but I mean, I don't know. Nowadays, everyone gets divorced.
Yeah, nobody wants to commit. Like,
nobody. I mean, divorce.
That's because people don't get to know each other like that either before they're married.
You know what's one thing though? I personally like. Obviously, like I'm gonna get married and stuff, but like, I don't get, like, that's something else I don't get. Like, I just don't get it. You know, like, what the fact that somebody's love for you is signified by how far they want to, like a piece of paper saying that person, you know, is married to you and now has your last name. Like, that's like the pinnacle of a relationship. When two people get married, they really do love each other. It's like, I feel like you can love somebody a lot, even if you're not married.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like, sure. I don't like how that, like, that's measured by the level of
and
love
the beauty of not being married is when it's done, you could just leave.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't get, like, I just don't get it. Like,
well, I think it's because for our generation, and I mean, it's been happening for some time, I feel like marriage has been becoming weak, like a weaker thing. It's like back then, it's like you're married, you're committed to this person. So I feel like that's why it was so significant, you know, back then, because like once you're married, you're committed. Like, you're never going to like leave this person. You're always going to be like by their side.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like this promise, you know, on the paper.
I mean, that's really all it is. It's just a promise that I'm never gonna leave you. Then, but people still get
But
divorced.
that's what I'm saying. That's what it used to be more significant back then, when like people would actually stick to it.
Yeah, because now I don't know.
Now it doesn't mean shit because people just divorce. So
because people divorce, it's just like, what's the difference that you like? What's the difference between a divorce and a regular breakup? You just have to pay a bunch of fucking money to lawyers and your wife at the end of it.
Yeah,
like that's the difference. That's the only thing.
And that's
nothing else.
Yeah, that's the thing I've seen. Like for a lot of guys is like, low key, a lot of guys nowadays are like getting scared to be married because of that.
A divorce will destroy your life.
Yeah, exactly. You get married, a girl with like the wrong girl, she ends up wanting to divorce you. Now you have to pay her, you know, half your shit.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
dude, you have a crappy life already while you're married, and then get divorced. You possibly lose everything.
Yeah,
especially if you have
more
kids and go homeless.
Yeah. And if you have kids, you can't see them anymore.
That shit sucks.
It's just terrifying. So you really
not
trying to scare you.
This is something I just
you've been in your relationship for long enough that you know her, it's a stable relationship. You don't have to worry about that. I feel like this usually happens when like people rush into like getting married and they start having kids, and it's like.
Yeah,
they're not.
Nah,
really
bro. I don't agree. I think you never really get to stop knowing somebody for real. It doesn't matter.
You can know someone enough.
Honestly, because when they like they'll be a certain way with you, you know. But when they do break up with you, like they become like this whole different person that you're just like, damn, bro, like. You're really like that though.
That's a matter of
you know what I'm saying? Like it's always like that though. Like in every breakup, like with the man, with the woman, you know, like. It's just how it is.
I think it just gets different when you're older.
Yeah.
Because when I was I don't know, I guess the lucky thing that happened with Jen and I, it's like we met each other at a point of our life. Because we're not even old, you know, but it was like we hit a point. It's not that we wanted to have kids already and you know, live the real adult life. It was just that we were both like, ready to have somebody in our life to start working on building that, you know. Because because it was like I said, it was at a point where Jen and I both like as individual people were kind of like, okay, like getting done with the whole maybe like going out every weekend to the clubs. So we did it a little bit when we first started dating, but literally we stopped. Within a year of our relationship, we really stopped going out like that to clubs and stuff.
I feel that.
And like now it's like we go on trips. We still go through like to things like, you know, like yesterday we went to a EDM festival and that shit was so fun. So it's like we still do fun things like that.
That's great.
But it's just not like when you're fresh 21 or you know and you're able to go to these clubs and you're just going every damn weekend, you know?
No, but I wanted to like add on to what you said because you're saying like how it just worked out for you guys because you guys both wanted to like, you know, I guess take the next step in your life and like, start building a relationship. I think that's like the one like thing that you have to like the most important thing you have to have in like a relationship is like having, I guess, like common life goals where it's like you both want to work towards the same thing.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like that's the most important thing. Because sometimes I've seen relationships where it's like it's like someone wants to like build a family, and it's like the other one is like not trying to settle down like that.
Yep.
It's like you really have to have same life goals.
Yeah, or like one person wants to achieve certain goals in their life, and the other person just kind of wants to be happy and not.
Yeah, just trying to kick it, like chill. They're already happy with their life.
Yeah, they're happy. Like they're happy living in an apartment. You know, it's just like
and someone has like big aspirations.
Yeah,
like, you gotta work together.
I want a house, a huge house, and it's like
when you get with somebody, you know, you have to realize that that's a person with their life and their hobbies and their things
they have
that
their own
they
life
do.
Goals.
And honestly, you just have to really be like open to them living their life still because sometimes I know when I used to get in relationships back then there would be times where I wouldn't want like the person that was with me to live their life anymore because I wanted it to be all about me. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up just being completely bad because, you know, and like, I don't know, it was just like some sort of insecurity in me that didn't want to like,
I mean,
you know
now I
what I'm
feel
saying?
that, especially like with now, since like it's become like more common for like females to be like working too. Since like it used to be like the
Exactly.
guy was the provider, he'd be working, and then so the female would just be supporting him in whatever he did.
Yeah.
Whereas like now it's like you're both trying to do your own shit. Where like she's trying to become a fashion designer or whatever, and then he's trying to become, you know, a rapper or whatever. And
But
like,
you have to let them
They're
live.
both trying to work towards their own
Yeah.
career. So it's like you kind of have to like try to find someone that has a similar life goal, like
Yeah.
so you can work on
I
your
think
shit
so, yeah.
together.
Because like I get what you're saying, but I think what personally what I think that kind of falls under is like something that you do have to accept from somebody is maybe some issues that they can't control, right? But even then, you still have a choice, you know, because there's so many people out there. Like, if you don't want to change for somebody, you probably don't have to.
It's probably just not meant to be.
Because it's just not the person you're supposed to be with.
Yeah.
So, like, to a point, I do agree with you where it's like you do have to accept some things from the other person. But then to a point, not really. Because, like, at the end of the day, your happiness is more important than anything else.
You gotta
really.
decide what's important to you. Like, for
Yeah.
example,
like maybe to you, you don't care if a person likes going to Starbucks so frequently, right? And you're just like, no,
I'll just deal with it.
I fuck with that because I started liking going to Starbucks every day now, right? To somebody else, that's a deal breaker. It's like, how do you go get coffee every single fucking day?
Yeah.
And then they're just like, I can't be with somebody like you. It's something very small, something very minuscule, but it's like, if somebody doesn't like it, they don't have to like it.
Yeah,
but
you
don't
just
be
go.
with that person too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go.
Yeah, if
You
it's
know?
a big deal to you, it's a big deal to you. You know, no one can really change how you
Exactly.
feel. But you don't have to be in that relationship either.
No. Exactly.
So you can't force other people to change for you either.
So yeah, that's why I said I do agree with you to a point, because you don't always...
The only thing that I'm trying to say is, you know, I don't know. I've just come to like this point in my life where I feel pretty open with just whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean whatever by like whatever. If you guys know what I'm saying.
Not sexually.
But like, I'm just kind of like saying more like I've gotten into pretty much a decent amount of relationships where I can understand, like, you know, it's okay to like let them have their freedom and do what they need to do. And if it comes to a point where they're at some point like disloyal to me or something like that, you know, like, then fuck it. End it. It's over, and like I let it go, and I can let it be at peace. And but you know, like, it's not gonna affect me anymore. You know, like I'm not like gonna I'm not gonna have her like go out and then me like have these thoughts of, oh, what if she does this, or oh, what if she does that, or oh, you know, like it's like just, you know what, it is what it is. And if she does what she does, she was never mine in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's good to have that mentality where it's like just drop it at that point. It's like, because I know it sucks, especially because I've never been cheated on, but I'm sure, you know, it sucks. But I feel like you do have to have that mentality where it's like, if they cheated, it's like, all right, well, then it's on them. They're the ones that flushed the relationship down the drain. I feel like.
But even with that, there's like, people are so different, right? Because like, maybe to somebody, cheating is simply talking to a random girl at a bar.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
you gotta have your own, I guess.
I feel like you have to you have your own opinion. Like, find somebody with the same opinion on cheating. Like, that's actually something very important. Like,
yeah, you have to agree on principal ideas.
Because like, could you imagine? You know, you're, you know, in this long ass relationship, and this girl leaves you because, you know, this girl leaves you because you just simply...
You're talking to someone.
Talking to somebody.
So you weren't even flirting with them or anything, but they just mistook it.
Like, it was probably just a simple high and by type of thing. You know, you go to the bar and, you know, this girl talks to you and she's like, hey, what are you drinking? Then you have a conversation, a small conversation where it's like,
you're just not trying to be rude either.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is you know, Jack and Coke. She's like, oh, I've never tried that. Is it good? It's like, you end up in this conversation, but you weren't cheating, but to somebody, that's like, it's like, no, you cheated on me.
Yeah, or it could be to the other extreme too. Sometimes where I've seen like some situations where like people think like, they're like start having like oral sex and it's like that's not cheating. So no, the fuck it is. It fucking is. But some people think it's not. No, we didn't have actual sex. It's like no, but that's still cheating.
I think clear flirting and anything sexual is definitely cheating.
Yeah, it is cheating.
Yeah,
it is cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Like
but to some people, that's not. I mean, there's people with open relationships.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, some people straight up.
They don't give a fuck. They
go to these, it really depends. You have to have that agreement though with like whoever you're entering the relationship with, I guess.
But you know, like we got Ivan.
It has to be a mutual agreement too, because I feel like most times it's not. Like I feel like most relationships is like one person came up with the idea, then the other person's like crying themselves to sleep at night. So that's most relationships when they're open relationship. It's like someone came up with the idea, and then the other person is just like, like I guess I have to go along with this because I don't want to break up with them.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm right here. What's up, guys?
Yeah, Yvonne just joined us.
Yeah. But I agree because then like it fucks with them too.
Yeah,
like
it will make you depressed. Don't stick into the relationship.
Dude, I can't imagine getting cheated on. That would break my fucking.
I've gotten cheated so much.
What?
Yeah, I've gotten cheated on so much.
So much, bro.
Yeah, like I'm mostly all my relationships.
Are you serious?
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Damn. No, not all of them. Like
way to tug out my heartstrings,
you gotta pay attention to red flags.
Yeah, you do. I mean, unfortunately, that's something you can't avoid, though, right?
No, but sometimes
I feel like
you have the best.
Okay,
you have the best intentions.
There's some where I did notice, but then there's others that I just didn't know.
You can't always notice it. Like sometimes it just happens, and you can't avoid it. Sometimes
some of them straight up went up to me, but like, yeah, I was talking to someone else, and then they're like, yeah. So I mean, they told me, but I didn't find out. And other ones I did find out from other, I guess, people.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus, a lot of sleepless nights crying, huh?
No.
Really? You can't have that mentality.
Oh, actually, no.
There's one. There's a couple, but not like an all.
Belong to the streets now.
But she belongs to the streets. No, but I guess it's different for everybody. Everybody handles. Just as a regular breakup, everybody handles being cheated on differently, right? Like Yvonne, he just said he's only cried for maybe some. Another person probably just gets devastated completely, and then there could be another person where it's just like,
don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck because as soon as they cheated, they didn't love me, so no love lost.
It depends the relationship too, though. Because sometimes, like if you had like a lot of trust in that person, like if you really trusted them, and then it's not even about cheating anymore. It's about the fact that they stabbed you in the back.
It's the principle.
That's what that shit hurts.
I'll tell you one thing. The biggest heartbreak I ever had was with this one woman that I was in a relationship with in Mexico. And she didn't cheat on me. I technically cheated on her. But the thing is, like, I broke up with her and, I told her why. I cheated on her. I instantly maybe 2 days later I told her that I cheated, and you know what I'm saying, like after we broke up, maybe about 5 months passed and she was pregnant with someone else's kid.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, and was was already in a whole relationship and all this other shit. And bro, like I'm telling you, like all that, like having to witness all that, like when, like, I fucked up. I did what I did, like I'm not gonna lie, I did what I did. I fucked up, and I probably, like, I can't be too mad at her for doing what she did, but you know what I'm saying, like.
No, it definitely sucks seeing
that shit. Like at the moment when I was witnessing all of that like unfold, it destroyed me.
I'm sure, yeah. Watching someone move on that quick.
Have you guys ever been the cheater?
Nah, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, neither have I.
Like I hate that.
I don't.
The idea.
I
of
mean, you prove my point that I was gonna make is like the guilt would get
exactly
me so quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to.
But there's people out there that cheat
and don't go fuck.
They'll do it for years.
Yeah.
They basically have a whole ass another
Everyone's dead.
Dude, some
relationship.
people,
I can't
some
do
people be
that.
having,
I
can't do
some
that.
people be having like second lives. Like,
The whole
life.
second lives and no guilt whatsoever. Just chilling. Another.
And then you
another
see her like
Tuesday.
sitting like laying down like, "What's up, babe?"
Yeah.
Bro, I hate those.
That's
type of-
hey,
I
but
hate those
that's
type of
the thing. That was a common thing back in the day from like in our parents' time. Our parent, like a lot of like not our parents, but just like in that
That did
era, a
happen
lot
a
of parents
lot
would
with
be
a lot of
married to their wives like for a long ass
And they have a
time.
mistress.
But
They
they'd
even
be,
had a fucking name for it.
yeah.
Especially if they're from over there and they come over here and then they work here and they still go back. They have one here and they have one over there.
They have one over there. They have one here.
You
They
know
have
what's
one
fucked?
over here.
I actually ended up knowing. I knew a story. I'm not gonna use any names because I don't want to put anyone on blast. But I knew of it's kind of sad. And when I heard about it, it kind of made me pretty sad because I knew the family pretty well. But I knew it was a family that I knew, and they found out that the wife was cheating, and she fled basically. She went back to her home country, and she had her whole relationship over there. And she just started a whole new life, and just left her family behind.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that shit sucked, man. I felt bad. I felt so bad hearing about that because I knew the family personally.
That's
And it definitely.
So she got caught cheating, or she just said she cheated.
I don't know.
And she just left?
basically she just left.
She just left, man.
She
She
just
just
left?
went to start a whole new life.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Damn, that's fucked.
That's
It
a
is.
that's a hard way to lose your mom. Your
It
mom
is,
at
man.
that. Sometimes
That shit hurt. That shit must have hurt.
dude, why did mom leave?
how do you feel about that? You probably think my mom doesn't want me.
Yeah, but why
Like,
don't
she just
love her?
left. She doesn't care about me.
That's crazy.
That shit must have hurt, man.
That's
Huh.
She just went to go start a whole new life.
Well, that's what happens to a lot of kids in Mexico with their dads and moms.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it happens with both parents. I'm not just saying just women do that. Honestly, it's mostly dads, deadbeats. But that sucks.
That's true. It's mostly that.
A lot of dads from Mexico leave their kid. I know.
One of our cousins.
I know it's someone that has a mom that came here and completely just forgot about their kid over there.
That sucks, man. That's
I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
I know who it is, man.
so stupid. You're so dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
But that sucks, dude.
That does suck.
Like, for the
we
kid
laugh
especially.
about it.
They
but
just
it does
leave it
suck.
to grandma.
I knew it. I knew it.
Bro, you can't be laughing about this.
You guys are wild.
Man, I can be laughing about this.
Nah, it is funny though.
It's just it
sucks.
It's because
but
it's
you kind of have to
it's
laugh
so
sometimes
crazy.
when
It's
shit
laughable.
sucks.
That's
Yeah.
why. It's just
I feel like that's the only way you can deal with things
It's
like
so
this. You can't just have to
abnormal.
laugh at it. So you can't let this shit bring you down.
Yeah.
can't let it bring you down, baby.
It sucks.
Oui.
But it is what it is.
That's insane.
I don't know, but you know what? To have a relationship succeed, you just have to have a certain sort of optimism too. I think also,
Well, I think it goes back to
because if you're
I
too
feel like-
pessimistic about shit,
Oh, I
it's all
see what you're
gonna-
saying.
No,
Where
for
it's like
sure.
if
You
you
have
give
to-
yourself negative energy, you're gonna get
yeah,
negative
you have
exactly.
to put the work in too.
for sure.
But it kind of goes to what I was saying, where it's you have to have the same core principles, where it's you have to both be willing to put in effort for the relationship, where it's you don't want it to just be one sided, where it's one person's putting in all the effort, and then the other person just expects that everything from one person. It's you want to have I guess all your principles align. Like you said, you want to have want to make sure cheating, what cheating is,
Cheating?
what constitutes cheating.
You
wanna
a
make
whole-
sure all your
have a whole
principles are
PowerPoint
aligned.
ready.
Yeah.
This is cheating to me. By Jonas Guevara.
But
Oh, man.
I don't think this is cheating. No. This
No,
is cheating.
This is cheating. Was
What did I say?
was it on the slide? It's cheating.
Pop quiz.
Oh man.
Was this on the
We're
slide?
gonna have a quiz at the end of the slide. So pay attention.
I feel
No,
like
but
that too, and I
it's
feel like
very
communication. A lot of
Communication.
too.
I think this one's a little looking into the future, but how you want to raise your kids too is a lot of people is especially if you're different religions, you want to make sure
Oh,
he's
yeah.
you want to meet make I guess decide ahead of time if we have kids, you know, which religion are we gonna raise them?
Yeah, or if we have
Or if
kids,
we're
he
gonna
has
raise
to
them.
play this sport.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
yeah.
you gotta think of the person that
Gonna be strict
that's about to
parents,
raise
you
your
know.
kid with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what's a rule book for you to disciplining our child?
Yeah.
Or like whether you spank your kids or not.
Yeah, you want you
Like
definitely
that's a big one.
yeah, you want to agree on those things too.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
what do you? How you gonna like? Are you gonna
Like
verbally
discipline them.
abuse your kids, or are you gonna physically?
Verbal? All right, are you gonna abuse?
Are you gonna verbally abuse them or physically?
You're going to abuse them. It's just a matter of how. It's just a matter of how.
Exactly.
Decisions.
So you get either or. You can't. You gotta
We're
decide.
going to
I
abuse
prefer
them.
physical abuse. I don't know about you.
Honestly, at least they could forget about that one the next day. Verbal abuse, sometimes that shit gets that
Yeah,
shit
that
fucks you
shit
up.
stays with you.
That shit fucks you up sometimes.
Like
Especially
honestly,
especially with Hispanic parents, because they'll be telling like you're dumb, you can't do. You're like
Yeah.
they'll be
You know how
putting you
they
down.
say-
They'll be putting you down
Es que
so
eres
hard.
un pinche pendejo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. They be making you feel like you can't do shit. Like you feel incompetent around your
Yeah.
parents sometimes because you're just like they're gonna shut you down whenever you do anything.
No puedes agarrar esa chingadera.
Right? It's like, bro, like they make you nervous.
Se agarra
Sometimes.
así.
They make you
Mira,
nervous sometimes.
así.
back when I heard the saying, the saying like for the first time, like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's just a lie. Words will hurt me a
More.
lot more than sticks and stones.
It just depends who they're coming from. I think.
Yeah.
Because if a stranger calls you,
Yeah.
You're a
a
bitch.
It goes back to what we
good
were-
for nothing idiot.
Yeah, no, it goes back to what I was
I don't
saying.
know
Like,
what the fuck
it's
you
about
said.
that trust of betrayal, the betrayal of
Oof,
trust. Where
or
it's like,
imagine when it's your wife, like that's
Yeah, that's
giving
what
you
I'm
those
saying.
kind of words.
that's what I'm
you
saying.
know?
It's like when it's something that you think like you're supposed to be able to trust, and it's like they turn around and they start throwing like these
Dude,
insults at you.
I've
Shit,
heard
that's when it hurts.
I've heard stories about like the women in the relationship, like laughing at their husband for crying sometimes.
Dude, Amber Heard.
Yeah.
We were talking about fucking Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
She
I think some people are kind of taking this as like men are trying to say that women don't go through anything anymore, and I think there are some people that are maybe interpreting that
No, they definitely
incorrectly.
have. I mean, everyone has problems.
Because everybody has problems. If anything, now it's just like it's awareness where it's like, hey, like men go through just as much
As women.
mental illness as
Yeah.
as women, but they don't get the same attention. And some people feel like we're taking away from women's abuse when we're definitely not. It's just like
Dude.
when something needs awareness,
Well,
it has to be.
Men go
Nah.
through it a lot more,
Dude,
statistically speaking,
Yeah.
than women,
Yeah.
though.
More committed
yeah.
suicide.
More committed
yeah,
suicides. It's
than-
so crazy.
Well, I thought we were just talking. Oh yeah, I was gonna
That
say
too.
like domestic abuse. Like if you actually like, apparently some of the, I don't know where the fuck this statistic is from, but I've heard this shit a lot of times. People are saying like statistically, men are getting more abused in domestic abuse, but they just don't want to report that shit
It's it's true
because
some
a lot of times where it's
I
like
don't believe them.
where it's like a female will hit a guy and it's like nobody says anything. It's like that's
Yeah.
still domestic abuse,
You
even
know
if
what-
it didn't hurt.
You know what they'll say? You're a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
Exactly.
you're gonna let your wife walk all over you.
Exactly. So it's
It's-
She got the
And-
pants. She got
and-
the pants in the house.
And it was like this one thing I heard. So these aren't my original thoughts. Someone else said it, but I agreed with it 100%. Where they were saying it's not so much that she's punching you that hurts. It's the betrayal. It's like
Yeah.
you don't expect someone, especially your own, like your wife. You don't expect her to hit you.
Yeah, somebody that you
It's like-
love.
Yeah, you love her. You expect her to love you back. You don't expect her to start hitting you. So it's not even that it hurts that she's hitting you like physically, but it's just like it hurts, emotionally. It's like, and it's like you can't really express that as a guy without sounding
Because
like
you
a
get
bitch.
judged.
It's like you're gonna sound like a bitch. It's
But
like,
some of these, I've
that
seen
shit
some
hurts
of
my
these
feelings.
women like freak the
Yeah, they
fuck
lose
out on
disrespect,
dudes
too.
for nothing. Like,
yeah,
they'll just be like the dudes will just be chilling, and then next thing you know, like the women will just start freaking the fuck out. Like, what the fuck did I say? Like, or you looked at that bitch, or this and that, and like like it'll just be like, dude, like he was just chilling. He wasn't even doing anything. He just came here, started freaking the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
there's a lot of females like that, but not all of them are like that.
nah,
but,
for
but
sure.
there's a lot like that.
I've met a lot like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. There is a lot like that, but it's not. all
So,
of them
you know what I'm
like
I
saying?
haven't seen
You
somebody
guys never saw that one?
Not like in person. or known somebody that has a girl like that. That would be crazy.
That's
really, you never married. Oh.
like, nah, the dude can't even look anywhere because, well, what are you looking at?
So that has to do with insecurity, though.
I've never even, honestly, in any of my relationships, I've never really gotten in, like, big fights like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, arguments, yeah, but, like, not fights. Like, I've heard about, like, some couples having fights where, like, they're calling each other names, or it's like, shut the fuck up, you stupid whore. Like, I can't even imagine calling. I can't even imagine calling my girlfriend a whore in the fiance in the middle of an argument just because like I don't agree with it. Like, dude, that's crazy.
I would never let it get that far. I would have broke up at like I would never let it get that far.
I've done it.
I would never let it get that far. I would break up before I got to that point.
But it's just my anger issues.
Because I don't feel comfortable in like those situations. Like I would rather avoid conflict. Because so if you're constantly having problems, I'll be like, nah, like this is not working out. Quits. Yeah, it's not working out.
Then again, though, that's a good thing sometimes I feel to do because, like, I don't know, like when you're a person that doesn't let yourself like get like talked about, like talked down about, like or this and that, like sometimes. When you're like a man that like knows how to like be like more controlled with his emotions, like, oh, she's just tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? It'll pass. Like some people can't do that, some people are just like, oh, she freaked out on me. Now let me freak out on her. Yeah. And then like it'll just then she'll be like, oh, he freaked out on me. Now let me freak out on him, and then like it'll just go.
That's when they get to psychotic shit. Like, where they start breaking your car windows.
Yeah.
And shit.
I've always been like understanding in a way of like just not wanting to escalate things.
I feel like that's important too.
But like
trying to be understanding.
But something new that comes with understanding is like literally. Legit hearing somebody and like putting yourself in their shoes to understand why they feel a certain way. That's something new I've tried, but I've always been like,
it's hard, but that's what it is. Yeah. Like that's what I've been trying to do too, like putting myself in the other person's shoes or situation.
It goes back to the maturing episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because we talked about that.
I wasn't here for that one.
You weren't there.
That's the one that I missed.
That's the one you missed, man. How was North Carolina though?
That was great.
Good.
It was good. I had a good time. I wish I was able to go to the conferences, the more Saturdays, but Sundays I was tired. My stomach was hurting because we ate Taco Bell, so I wasn't able to go to the morning one.
We're gonna have Taco Bell after this.
And then after that, we went to Myrtle. We decided we wanted to go to Myrtle, so we went to Myrtle Beach.
Nice. It was good.
Yeah, I saw the snap at the beach. I honestly got jealous.
Dude, the water was so nice. Though it was cold.
I go to Florida though in July, so I'm excited.
I go into Florida in June.
All right, guys. Well, we're going on break. It was be back.
Yeah. Are you going to the restaurant today?
Hi guys, welcome back.
Oh, nice little break.
We're back from the break.
Let's see here. What do we kick it off at? do you guys want to get married?
I do. Huh?
Married?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm iffy about it.
Maybe.
Is it okay? Like, let's say
is it your priority?
You die with is it a priority? It's like, could you go with life without being married?
I mean, regardless, life takes you when life takes you. And I mean, if I died and I didn't get married, then you know what it is.
I mean, it'd be nice to like start a family, but it is what it is. I feel like
For me,
I'm not rushed.
Like, but I do want to see it though. Like, I do want to see myself get married. I do want to see myself have kids.
Yeah.
Same here. For me, it's like I want to get married. I want to have kids. But I don't want to do that until like 10 years.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful. Make sure you find the right person for that. Like we were saying, because you really gotta make sure all your principles align.
Because you don't want to be
like, does seeing your brother make you want to have a family?
It does. I have the kids, but then at the same time, I just don't want to.
I don't know. I get the
See,
opposite.
it's stress right now.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want that unless I'm able to be financially stable and able to support
for
my
sure.
kids.
You want to.
that shit scares me.
It makes it easier. I feel like for sure if you have like the money.
Because it's just gonna put more stress on you if you don't.
That
if you're not
scares the crap out of me having kids.
having kids.
I want to have one.
Just
but- Yeah, just one. I
you
thought
gotta
of.
have a second one.
You have to have.
I
Something wrong.
see.
You
We
don't-
thought about that, but it's just like
Just take them like
You
don't have a first one and then like at least 3 years, 4 years later.
He said
have
3
one.
days. 3 days later.
3 days later, make another one.
No, 3 to 4
3
years
years.
later.
No, but I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta have someone to grow
I'd
up
be
with.
content. I'd be content with one.
I feel like your kid has to have someone to grow up with though.
He's gonna have his dogs.
He's gonna have dogs.
He's because
That's not the same though. The dog's not gonna last a lifetime.
I did. It sucks to say.
That's
it's
gonna
true.
hurt. It's gonna hurt.
But it's gonna teach him good life lessons.
It is.
But when they grow up with a sibling, they tend to learn more social skills, and if
Yeah.
they don't,
That's true.
because
Yeah, that is very
they
true.
have someone of their age to associate with, debate with, argue with, talk
Fight
with.
Bully
Like
with.
when they argue, they also have to forgive each other. So they got each other to do that.
You got a
with,
couple.
know?
You got a couple of life lessons.
When you
learn
have
from
an
having to
only
live with a
child,
sister
it
or
makes
sibling.
them a little more awkward because they don't have like that the consistent association with another person their age.
Wait, do you have siblings, Diego?
Yes,
Yeah, you do.
yeah, but they're a lot older than me.
Oh, like a lot.
Yeah, like they're in their 40s.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm 26.
Yeah,
So
half their age.
Wait,
Jeez.
you have another sibling? You have 2.
Michelle and David.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just different, right? I mean, it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Because you could be an only child and still live a happy life.
Not for sure. You just
You
have
know?
to have like a socialized, like have friends, I guess.
But
Yeah,
then again, it just depends on how your parents raise you too.
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause if
that
they
depends
raise
on
you
a lot of
up-
parents.
If they raise you out to go out more and be able to explore more, then yeah, you're gonna be more open up. But if they close you in and like be like just spoil you and everything like
Yeah.
that, then there's just, you're not gonna have like that light, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
And it depends on the person. It
Dude,
depends on the
especially
parents
now,
and
I
the
feel
person.
like with the way society is going, I feel like it's so much scarier to be a parent now with the internet. So your kid could like stumble onto like some weird shit on the internet, and like you could never even know. Like you would never even know.
Yeah.
Like they're on your phone for a little bit, and they're like watching some shit on YouTube, and then some ad comes up, and next thing you know, they're watching fucking porn or some shit.
Kids are fucking making big ass purchases on their
Yeah.
phone.
Dead
Like
ass.
some kid bought like a 65-inch TV off like Amazon or something.
From their mom's credit
From the
card.
mom's credit card, dude. Like these kids buy some crazy shit with their parents'
Shit.
card.
And they'll be like, I don't care. It's my parents' card. They don't pay.
No, a lot of times
A lot
they
of
don't
them,
even
they don't even know what
understand.
they're doing.
I mean, a
Right.
lot of a lot of them do know what they're doing, but they know that their parents aren't really going to do anything if they do it. They're what they're going to yell at me. They're going to send it back. Most likely, most
Yeah,
of the
but
time, they know that their
but they
parents
don't
are going to send
understand,
it back.
Yeah, because
you
they don't
know?
understand like the ramifications of like what like they're actually spending money. They just know they're doing something bad, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Listen, my children will know what pain is.
dude,
I'll make sure of that.
So,
Dude, it sucks.
physical
It
abuse is
sucks.
what you're going for.
it sucks. But I feel like
Imagine like you
if I
check
had
your account,
kids-
it's overdrafted $7,000.
No, I legit, I've thought about like how I'm gonna raise my kid, whether I'm gonna hit them or not. I don't think I will hit them.
You gonna pinch them?
Huh?
You gonna pinch
little
them?
pinch.
Wait, when you're just doing something at the store you're not
¿Qué
supposed to be
dices?
doing,
Cállate with those.
or in at
In
church,
church where you're talking.
you know, they give you that look, the
that
look
shit would
of
hurt.
death. Dude, that shit is crazy.
Do
But
that one
it's-
more time, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them feel pain, just not physically,
Yeah, like I'm
more-
more.
so you're going.
but when I
verbally.
or not even verbally.
When I say
Not even
pain,
verbally.
though, when I say pain, it's like they're gonna go through life. Like I'm going to make sure that they learn these things, like with a dog. With dog, unfortunately, yes, like you said, they don't live a lifetime, and it sucks because a dog, depending on who the person is, but a dog could be they're another family member. They're not even considered a pet. They're a family member.
Yeah.
And the kid knows this, and they make an attachment with the dog, and they're pretty much they're family members. Where he's like, "This is my dog. I love my dog," and then boom, it dies. It teaches him death. It teaches him how to process it. It teaches him how to mourn for somebody you love. It teaches him knowing that it's fine to cry when things happen that are bad. It teaches him not to hold in his emotions, because I feel like that could be very damaging.
I don't know. I think as an only child for me, when my dog died, it kind of just fucked me up because I didn't really have anyone to grieve to. Like, my parents were always at work, and then I was always just kind of like, I didn't really have that many, like, solid friends at that time, like, it was just kind of, so kind of, like, fucked me up a bit when,
Nah, for sure. It definitely hurts for, like, to lose someone that close.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're family.
They're family.
They really are family.
At the end of the day.
It's not like a pet.
It could be a learning lesson, but sometimes it could be traumatizing.
When our bird passed away.
Oh man,
it sucked.
Yeah. It's just
it buried it and everything.
It sucks. It sucks knowing. Like, it sucks knowing that, like, my dog Keon isn't always gonna be around.
Dude, it sucks
because you know that going in.
Yeah,
that this dog is not going.
Dude, it sucks once they start getting old too, and it's like their time's coming to an end. And you're just like, fuck.
And sometimes you just think about them when they were a puppy.
Oh man,
yeah, man, that shit makes you cry sometimes.
Dude,
or you just think about, like, damn, I'm gonna lose my dog.
Dude, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, you're like, fuck.
I can't, dude. Like, I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna process that when my dog passes away.
It's gonna suck, man.
But hopefully, I treat that little motherfucker like my own son.
Dude, that's what
sucks.
I know
It's an animal.
When you get so attached,
it's so weird because it's like, it's an animal, right? But that's still like, that's my son.
But they be having like such
son.
human.
But as time passes on, they're becoming less and less like animals, and more
they have
more
such
like
human emotions sometimes. It's like,
it just sucks. You can't.
And they understand you. Like, you could
right?
talk to them sometimes. And, like,
I wish I could.
Like, back in the 1950s, a dog was a dog, but now it's 2022.
I think they're evolving too. Is what it is. To be honest,
they're getting smarter.
Like dogs anymore.
Yeah, they're not looked too much as pets. And same thing with cats, man. Some people do have an emotional connection with their cats.
Some cats, bro. I'm super allergic to cats. I don't really like cats. I love cats, but I don't like cats. Because if I get close to them, that shit fucks me up. Like, I get fucked. But, like, I love cats because they have, like, their own mind of their own. They're, like, in their own world. Like, they're so smart.
That's why I love pits. Like, Layla, that bitch is fucking smart. Like, you could talk to her. Like, literally, like, she understands. Like, you could say something to her and she'll respond. Like let's say she's, like, going, like, she's doing something. You'd be like, no, we're not going to go.
Cat?
Like, she's trying. No, she's a dog. She's a pit.
She's a dog.
She's a pit bull.
Oh, you said the pit.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so dumb.
Yeah, for sure. Like, sometimes she would, like, want to go to the backyard to, like, play with the dogs, and I'll be like, nah, the dogs are inside. Or, like, I won't even, like, something like, not like a common phrase, but like something like to like let her know, like, we're not gonna go play, and she understands it. She'll be like, all right. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, sometimes like, it baffles me. Sometimes we'll be laughing about something, and like we like mention something like, just like little things like that. Where it's like we're talking like in the kitchen about her, and she like hears us, and she like sometimes, but she has attitude. She has attitude sometimes. Like if we say something like bad about her, she'll be like, yeah, Layla's being annoying. She'll be like, I'm like, really, bitch? Like, you got attitude. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
feel like dogs definitely know when you're talking about them. Me and Jen will talk about him, and he'll start looking up and like listening in, and it's so fucking adorable, man.
For geeks,
it's so adorable. Jen has this thing she's been doing a lot, and it was annoying me at first, but it was annoying me for no reason. But like every time we went somewhere, we either get him a pup cup, or like just get him like a snack that he can eat from that place. Most of the time, it's just like a pup cup, or ice cream. But she's been like, every time we go somewhere, she gets something for Keon too. And it was annoying me, but it was like, babe, you don't always have to get him something. Like, he won't unless he's here. He's not gonna know.
Yeah.
That it's like you don't have to get.
Oh,
it.
so
He
he was taking it to
Just-
her?
yeah.
He
Oh.
doesn't know that we went out.
Yeah.
You don't have to know.
But it's like I get it, you know. It's like I
It's a
said, it's
baby.
like
It's like you're
it's
du-
like
it's like you're a
having your
kid.
own child, yeah, because it's like, no, I'm thinking about him, and I want to let him know that
Yeah.
I thought about him while I was gone.
Uh,
You know?
even though they don't even process it like that. But they're still
don't.
grateful.
They're
You never
very
know.
grateful.
You never know. You don't know if they don't.
They don't know where the fuck you were. They're not gonna be like, oh, they were at the Starbucks and they thought about me.
Okay. Yeah, right. Never mind.
They're just gonna be like, oh, they brought me a
But then
puff
again,
cup.
it probably takes me to the time where parents would like also be sneaking meals before they be going to the crib before their kids
Right,
see them.
Right?
You know, let me have this double
Dude,
quarter
my-
pounder
my
with
dad
bacon
used to do
before
that
they see
sometimes.
me with it.
But it's not even because of that. My dad does that because my mom, like, she like, she nags him to like eat healthy sometimes. So sometimes they'd be like, I'm gonna go sneak me, get
I'm
like
gonna
some
go
Taco
sneak
Bell.
me in a Whopper.
Yeah, get some junk food.
Dude.
Then come home, eat a little bit of the healthy foods.
What's your favorite foods, guys?
See, wait, no. Before we go there, my mom was like, "All right, let's go to the groceries." We were like, "All right, we're like, then if you guys come with me, we can go to McDonald's or something like that." And that's how she'll make us go with them. Because if we don't, we're like, "All right, we're not bringing you McDonald's if you don't come." And we're like, "Oh fuck!" And then we just
I really want McDonald's right now too.
want my nuggets. Well, back then it was the tenders.
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
got
the
rid
chicken
of those.
selects,
They got rid of
Yeah,
those.
Yo,
I hate how
those
they
were
got rid of those.
so good.
I used to get those too.
I would. Oh,
that was my
Dude,
favorite thing. On
The
there.
best thing on there were the damn snack wraps, dude.
what? The snack?
Yeah.
No, they weren't bad. You're right. They weren't bad.
Snack
I never
wraps?
got
This it would pretty much be like a chicken tender and a tortilla,
With cheese in
Oh,
it.
I never got
cheese,
And-
lettuce.
It was so
That sounded
fucking
good.
good.
It's just like a nice little snack, but it's just
Tenders.
yeah, it's so good. Like before the tenders, like there was a food I like before before I started getting tenders from McDonald's because I didn't really get McDonald's. Like I wasn't a chicken nugget kid,
Mm.
so I didn't really get McDonald's. But what I would get were chicken fries from
Because
from Burger
Oh
King.
yeah, the chicken fries.
That's what I would
Those
get. That
are
was
fire.
my shit.
the
Right.
chicken fries were bomb.
Chicken fries were my shit. I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, mom, can you pick?" You know, she'd be like, "Come back from the grocery store, mom, can you get me Burger King, please? Get me chicken fries." She'd come home, I'd help her with the groceries, and
Yeah.
then boom,
Yeah.
there's my chicken.
Yo, my mom,
My
my mom
chicken
used to get
fries.
us because my grandma, she passed away now, but
Rest in peace, grandma.
yeah, but she had like a problem with her leg, so she would be in the hospital like a lot, getting surgeries and shit. So we'd go visit her, and we'd pass by. There's a Popeyes on the way, so we'd always get Popeyes, and we'd bring her some. We'd go meet her up and bring her some Popeyes. But yeah, I grew up on some Popeyes for sure, and that shit.
there's a Popeyes close to you too, not that far.
Dude,
Yeah,
Popeyes
that's
is
the
so
new Popeyes
good.
nearby.
I love Popeyes.
Popeyes is good.
Popeyes is
I'll
fire.
fuck up some Popeyes.
But-
That chicken sandwich.
But I gotta
Yeah.
say, KFC. I've been getting KFC recently
Yeah.
because they got the new Nashville tenders.
Yeah.
Bro, those are fire. I don't know if you guys have tried those.
No, but
bro,
KFC,
those are
I feel like
fire.
KFC. I like KFC more than Popeyes.
You know what?
It's
I
a
get
spicy
what?
chicken tenders.
Yeah.
You like KFC? I like Popeyes.
Nah,
way
the
more than-
Popeyes, the regular chicken for Popeyes is better. But I like the KFC, the Nashville hot.
KFC, what KFC has that
I-
I like from them is their chicken pot pie. I don't know if you guys ever had that.
No.
That is so
Nah.
good. Like there's a method to when I'm eating it. First,
I like the
I eat
bowl
crust first.
that has like the mashed potatoes in it with the chicken nugget. No, the popcorn chicken and then the cheese and then like I don't remember what it was
No,
called.
for where?
Yeah, they did it for
For
like
where?
a little bit, right?
No, they still have it
Where?
in KFC.
Is it like a box?
The bowl,
The bowl?
like it's the bowl with the mashed potatoes in it, and it has
Oh,
like the
no.
popcorn chicken.
I've never had
seen
that.
it. I never had that. I never seen that.
It's been there for
good.
years
Good
though.
though?
But I haven't
I've
seen it.
never had it though.
I think it's a super.
My kid's gonna know all the best
So
fast food
he's
spots.
gonna have all.
What do you
the
think
good
about
shit.
Checkers? Have you?
I fuck
Checkers
with
is overpriced, but it's good.
I fuck with Checkers. I feel like you get what you pay for. They have so many good
They
options.
do
too.
have big
They have-
big sizes. Too.
Yeah, and
They
they give you a
have-
lot of fries.
they have-
sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, do you guys
The
remember
Drink-
the
drinks
double
are
down?
pretty huge too.
That's what I'm saying. They got big.
Do you remember the
sizes.
double down?
The double down.
Remember
Double
KFC?
No.
Dude, it was the fucking it was the chicken. It was the 2 chicken breasts. The fried chicken breasts that had like the cheese in the middle and the sauce and bacon. And it was like
It's
pretty
like 2 chicken sandwiches.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
I haven't tried. I didn't try it, but
that is something that I wish KFC would bring back.
Yeah.
That was the best thing ever.
I'd never heard of that.
That was so
yeah.
good, dude. It was
That's
like
crazy.
The thing I miss is their fries. I wish they had the
KFC fries?
Yeah. I still like
Oh,
the
you
fries.
like-
They're
you like
pretty similar
wedges?
to the nacho fries.
You're a
Yeah,
wedges
I still
guy?
like them now, but like what it's called, I miss the other fries.
You like the wedges?
Yeah, you don't like the wedges?
Wedges are trash ass fries compared to.
Nah, hold up though.
The KFC's.
Have you ever had Jerry's wedges from
No.
Jerry's Subs? Those wedges.
Jerry's Jerry's wedges
Jerry's
were
Subs,
good. I
those
remember
wedges.
Jerry's.
Bro, or Footruckers. They got good wedges too.
Popeyes
been
and
to
Checkers.
Don't
have-
disrespect wedges.
Don't be disrespecting my wedges.
Popeyes and Checkers have the best fries, in my opinion.
Popeyes and Checkers.
Yeah.
I don't really like Popeyes.
Popeyes fries are good. They're a little greasy.
I like
but
Popeyes
they're
fries.
good. They're
Nah,
good.
I like
Yeah,
Popeyes
yeah.
mashed potato, but I don't like their fries.
I like their mashed potatoes too, and their mac and cheese.
the mac and cheese is okay.
I like Taco Bell's fries.
I
We
feel
were
like
just
the
talking
mac.
about
I
that.
feel like
nacho
the
fries.
mac and cheese is kind of like the only place that does mac and cheese different is Chick-fil-A, but mac and cheese throughout different fast food places is kind of streamlined. Like it's all relatively the
Yeah,
same
Chick-fil-A
thing,
mac and cheese is pretty good.
Yeah.
you know. But Chick-fil-A's different. Like
Yo.
it looks like they just got
So,
a piece from they cooked from the oven because they got like the crusted cheese on
Yeah.
top. Like what?
Yeah,
I like
it's just
that
nice.
and what is it called? Panera.
Yo, yeah. Speaking of
Panera-
Panera, that's what I was
Panera's-
gonna say.
Panera's alright.
Did you see they have a chicken sandwich at Panera too now?
No, I didn't see
Yeah, I
that.
haven't tried it yet, but I want to try it.
I mean, a lot of the things there are frozen.
Jen,
Like everything.
I mean,
there.
I'm sure
Jen
that's
says,
most fast food.
Or like cans. They come.
Jen
in
says
cans.
Panera reminds her of hospital food.
Jen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like ever since she said that, like I can't see Panera the same.
Yeah, I feel that though.
because a lot of hospitals actually have a Panera inside them.
Really? I can
I'm
see
pretty
that.
sure.
Yeah, because they got coffee, they got
Soup.
soup. That's what you need at a hospital: coffee and soup.
Yeah.
That's
A lot-
gonna
a
make
lo-
you feel better.
And grilled
There's
cheese.
been like at
Grilled
least
cheese, yeah.
Grilled cheese.
there's been at least 2 hospitals I've been to that have a Panera inside them. At least 2.
Phew.
Not that I could go to hospitals.
But randomly going back to Chick-fil-A, did you guys ever try the spicy grilled sandwich that they had?
Yeah.
Yo,
No,
that was actually
I was
so
getting that shit.
good.
I was getting that shit back to back. Like,
And then that avocado like lime dressing.
Yes.
Yes,
Bro.
you still have that though.
I
that's
get
what
it
we
with
usually
the
get salad.
salads.
Yeah.
With the cob, did you get the
Cobb,
cob salad?
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that
I haven't
was.
tried the other salad.
Oh.
What's the other
bro,
one?
I love that
Just-
lime stud dressing that it came with.
I don't know. I
Is it
think
just a Caesar?
it's a Southwest. I think.
Okay, I haven't tried
I
that
think
one.
I-
Yeah, I would take the lime dressing that they came with. I would put that shit in my mac and cheese. And that shit would smack.
Mac
bro.
and cheese
Yeah, the mac and cheese with
with lime and
y'all-
avocado.
Do y'all
with the
dip?
lime dressing. It was like a lime dressing that would come with the spicy grilled.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
they
yeah,
still have the dressing.
yeah.
Do y'all dip your sandwiches in Chick-fil-A sauce?
Nah.
Yes. Wait,
Dude.
wait. The chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And you put like Pound Legion and Chick-fil-A sauce, or how do you?
I'll
eat
put the
it?
sauce
No,
on.
I
I'll put
just-
the sauce on the sandwich. I
Oh,
don't
you
dip
put it
though.
on.
No, I
dip
put it in a bag, the sauces, and then I put the chicken in there and shake it up,
Wait,
and
what
then
the
put
fuck?
What?
and then put it.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, you don't do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is not normal.
No.
It's like, what, you don't do that?
Okay, so what I
Wait, that's so messy.
Yeah.
But
The
then
whole
it-
sandwich is covered in.
That's a
Yeah.
whole
With
the bread
process.
too?
yeah, and like with the sauce, and then just put the. I guess I could just marinate
And
in
you
the
just
sauce.
hold it. You eat it like out of the bag, I guess.
No. Then you put
No, wait,
you
is
put
it-
the chicken
is-
back into the buns, and then you.
So
Oh,
you-
not the whole sandwich,
I asked
was
you
it?
with the bread, and you said
no,
yes.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
You said yeah. I was like, that's so fucking messy.
No,
Yeah.
no, just the chicken. Sorry,
I was like, you're gonna make a mess.
just the chicken and cheese. I guess.
Alright. Yeah. Alright.
I can respect that. I gotta try it.
So you gotta get it all the way around.
Just put the sausages that you like with the thing, and then just shake it up, and then.
You can mix up different sauces, I feel like, with that.
Yeah, I can respect that. That makes sense.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Pound Legion and Chick-fil-A sauce together is really good.
I've never tried that. I don't even think I've had their Polynesian sauce.
I thought you were talking about like what do they call it when there's a name for like when you like cover your burgers in like I think it's called like drunken, like when you like cover it in
glazed?
sauce. Yeah.
Glazed, yeah. It's like drenched or something.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Because I know in Spanish that's why they call it emborrachado. It's like when
Borrachado.
yeah, fucking burgers with like the sauce all over it.
So good.
That shit's messy. You have to like eat it with a fork and knife, but it smacks sometimes.
Have you gone with your girlfriend and traveled anywhere?
Yeah. So when
You went to Cali, didn't you?
yeah, so when Jen and I first started dating, our first trip that we went to was what was it? First trip that we went to was Las Vegas.
Ooh, okay.
It was for her birthday. It was so much fun, dude. But it was like the crazy thing is we went to Vegas right after the Vegas shooting.
Oh fuck.
Where the guy was like in a building and he was just straight spraying at everybody because everybody was like at a concert or something and they were spraying. He was killed a bunch of fucking people, man. And we went like a month or two after.
There's a chair right here though.
Oh, there's a chair right there? Yeah. Let's sit over there.
Oh, what's up, Jonathan?
That's your Jonathan.
We have a new guest.
You got a new guest?
Appeared.
Yes.
What's up?
Special appearance.
Special appearance out of nowhere. This is when what is called the medley when the other hand came out of nowhere.
The crazy hand.
The
The crazy hand coming in.
Like so we went to Las Vegas. That was fun because I experienced Las Vegas like because there's like two sides to Las Vegas. You could be like the people that like go on hikes and things, four-wheeling, things like that, or you could just do the regular thing
out
that
to
everybody
town,
does: the
cities,
casinos, the clubs,
magicians.
food. So that's what we did.
Which
we didn't
one?
go to any clubs, but we did.
Oh, you didn't go to
casinos.
the hiking one, four-wheeling?
We didn't go hiking. Yeah. It
Did
was
you go to
just-
Caesar's Palace and?
Yeah, we went to
stuff
like
like that?
almost all the hotels. Almost.
Almost.
But we went to majority of them, and it was so much fun.
Oh, the casino.
The casino was nice. Funny thing
You
is,
went?
like, yeah. Funny thing, so when we went to the casino one time, she had left. When she went, like, I didn't have anything on my hand. Like, I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking. Literally, she comes back, I have a drink in my hand and a cigarette in my mouth, and I'm just pressing this fucking button on this slot, dude. Living life. It was fun. It was for sure fun. And I didn't even know marijuana was legal over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It was?
Crazy thing, I smelled it everywhere, but I didn't think it was allowed.
I
For
mean,
real, I kept smelling. I was like, yo, people just smoke over here and don't.
I mean,
give a fuck.
I can't even blame you because that's how it used to be in Virginia Beach before it was legal. Remember
Yeah.
you'd walk down the boardwalk, you could just smell that shit.
People
Walking down the
didn't
walk.
care. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And now you can smoke in your own.
We heard you moved to England.
It just depends on
right?
the county, honestly, and the people.
Yeah.
I've just been going to England a lot.
Yeah.
Going to England.
How's England?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's better than here.
Yeah.
You
I
just
can
casually go
imagine.
to England?
Yeah, I got a girl over there.
Oh,
I got a girlfriend. Yeah, we've been dating for like 3 years.
Just going back to relationships.
Right,
Wow.
we're back on topic.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, England's tough.
I literally just got back
I
this
want
month.
to. I definitely want to go to.
He tried it. He's tried so many good foods over there.
Dude, I want to go to Europe.
Oh my
Just
God.
Europe in general. Like, I want to go.
Have you,
Yeah.
have you
I wanna
gone
go
like,
to
to other
trade.
places in Europe? Like, while you're over
I've only been in the UK. I haven't like went
there?
in the EU, but I've been in many parts in the UK. But,
Like
I'm
Wales.
telling you right now, the food, like, this is just to give an example. So if you go to like the cheapest grocery store, right? Even if it was like their dollar store, they call it Poundland.
Poundland.
Yeah. So like,
That's awesome.
if you go to like
So
Poundland and you want cheese, they're not going to give you some plastic shit like here. If you could pay like 66 pence is what they call it over there. You pay 66 pence and they'll just turn the block over and cut the piece of cheese that they think doesn't look good.
Oh, true.
They don't have any trans fats or preservatives, and like it's actually against the law for them to advertise some food and it not look exactly like it. So like at McDonald's, like when you go to McDonald's, that's why if you see pictures of McDonald's in the UK compared to here, it always looks a lot better, just like the picture. Over here, they just slop it on and they don't make it look like the actual picture they advertise.
They don't care about presentation.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can see that because like red, like the dye reds and like blues, they don't. That's like
How's
illegal in
like
London.
buying meat over there?
It's
Is it-
fucking good.
And
That's
is
good. I
it
have
it
hella
also
steak
kind of
on
like the old school type of deli where it's like they just have the meats laid out and it's like you tell them you want a pound of this,
like Mexico,
and they'll
That's how
cut
is
it.
in
Yeah, and they'll
Mexico.
just cut it for you right there.
You have to go out more in the country a bit, but they usually just have it already like the sections, and then they'll just weigh it out, kind of like they do it like Safeway or like Giant or.
That's
whatever.
awesome. That's pretty cool.
So where did he other than England? Where did he go in the UK?
You mean where else did I go other than London?
Yeah.
Wait, is the
In
UK?
the
Is
UK,
it's the same thing.
UK is England.
It's the
Yeah.
United Kingdom, which is the
I
UK.
thought
It's the same country.
I thought Wales and all that were part of the UK. No,
It is.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
It's
saying. Well,
But like,
You worded it so wrong
Okay.
though. You worded it
Okay.
like
what other places I've been other than London?
yeah,
Like,
other than London.
I've been to like Kensington. I've been to Lewisham. I've been to
You didn't go to
I've
Scotland
been
or
to
anything like that?
Brighton. No, I didn't go to Scotland. That's
Have
I
you,
have to
Ireland?
go over the water a bit.
have you heard of Camden Town?
Camden Town.
Camden Town. I
I
just saw a video of like this random dude. He's like the Camden punk or whatever. He has like crazy hair and he's like Brazilian. It's just pretty much stays on
UK
his
is
bridge.
very diverse. Like,
Never went to Manchester or Chelsea or anything like that?
No. Up there is pretty boring, is what I've been told. By a lot
Really?
of people, yeah. It's just a lot of like, just soccer is all you want to go for. It's just
Really?
I don't like soccer.
I feel that.
That's it. I mean, and this is the cool thing is that over there, you can drink in public.
Uh-huh.
Oh, true.
Like I could literally go up to like their nearest gas station and just buy a whole bottle of liquor and walk down the sidewalk and just start drinking it. And cops won't get you for public intoxication.
That's pretty dope.
Even
That's
if you're
crazy.
sitting there vomiting and they see you.
That's
Yeah, there's
crazy.
probably get you some help and whatnot. And that's same with weed. Like they do so much paperwork for like little simple charges. There's no point. So they just they just if you have it, I think it's if you have like more than an ounce on you, then they'll do something about it. But I remember I was walking around with like joints and shit, and I asked this officer, and he told me he'd be up until 2 a.m. doing like paperwork and shit. So like, it wasn't worth his problem over just one joint. So I just smoked it. I asked him about the drinking thing, and I started getting bottles of wine and going down the road and drinking them and shit.
That's pretty dope.
Going to bars at night. Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh, true.
And Brighton, which is like a beach over there, it's like 2 hours away from like London. There's a hella weird people, but there's also a lot of fun people there, and it's like New York, like it at nighttime it's so alive. Like people are walking. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
How are the
nighttime.
bars over there?
The what?
How are the bars?
The bars? The bars, honestly, they're way better than here because for a shot, it's like if for expensive alcohol, probably like £3.50 over there. And that's expensive.
That's not bad.
And then for like, let's say if you want, I don't know, Henny, any kind of Henny, honey, or you want tequila shots or anything like that, that's around like £2.19.
It's like
that's
What's the
not a lot.
conversion rate on that?
That's
That's like,
I think
$3
it's
to $4. That's like $3 or
couple-
$4.
Yeah.
let me see real quick.
What's the
A pound is like probably like
I think a pound is worth more.
$1.80,
Yeah.
4 cents, something like that.
their money's worth?
Or
Their
maybe
money
like-
is worth
One
more.
pound is $1.26 here.
Oh, wow.
26.
Wow.
So every pound is 26 more cents.
So if every 4 is like $5.
Are they big on the drinking and driving stuff over there?
Oh, there's a lot of people that do it. There's a lot of people that do that shit.
That's why you see a lot of
like it's
gas
less
cans.
like it's
Man, there's times where you're going like 40 miles per hour on the road, or like, I guess like 60 kilometers, and you're just going, and then all of a sudden, there's 2 cars parked on each side, like going all the way, and it's just like a one single car road, and there's one little parking space right here, and you have to quickly veer into it so that another car can come past.
oh wow.
Like cars are
The
constantly
roads are
letting
really
them,
narrow.
but they're going fast and then instantly going in, and like when I'm gonna tell you right now, when I got there, I always get car sick because of how fast they have to stop,
Mhm.
go, stop, go.
That's crazy.
Did you
it's
ever drive?
constant
Did you ever
churning.
drive over there?
No,
Wait.
I drove, or I sailed a boat.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
got to sail my girl's dad's boat. So
That's dope.
That's
very
fucking
nice.
sick.
I feel like driving over there would be really confusing.
Yeah, y'all on a
You get
different
used to
side
it. You
too.
get
I'm
used
sure
to
you get used to it, but I feel like at the beginning, I feel like it'll be really
Yeah.
confusing.
But I found out everywhere else in Europe drives the same as the U.S. There's only like maybe 3 countries throughout all that area, and one of them's the UK that only drive on the left side.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, but we're going to back when you said I want to travel like in like Europe, like in, like the train, just go like on the train, go to other countries.
Yeah. Like Scotland,
Yeah.
like that shit just looks beautiful. Just like
Dude.
plains of green, dude.
Scotland, I feel like
That's
that'd be a
just-
good place to go drink. To like the bars.
Yeah,
Scotland.
You probably meet a lot of
Or
old
Ireland.
people.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
A lot of
Scotland
old
or
people.
Ireland.
I heard in Germany too they like to drink a lot.
oh yeah, that's what.
That'd be
That's,
another good place to hit up a bar.
Ronnie told me that what it's called. Germany was like when he loved Germany. I think was either Germany or Netherlands.
I think it was Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
Netherlands.
yeah.
Yeah, but he went to Germany. I think,
Amsterdam's
yeah,
for
Belgium.
potheads.
Yeah.
I had an ex that lived in Germany. She was telling me about all the brothels and all the things that she got to go to. I remember that.
That's sick. Yeah, the most interesting place I've ever been to is. Can't even think of a place. I hit
haven't
up,
left the
like,
country?
I go to no, I don't think so.
What?
I mean, like once when I was like 5, I went to Guatemala, but
You need to go back.
Why did you food go to more?
yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly,
Go
it's not even
back.
that expensive right now. Like, bro, I went for a whole month and a half just to the UK, and like just the ticket was like $1,200.
oh wow,
Wait,
Yeah.
is Jennifer Salvadorian or Mexican?
she solved it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. I went to the border of Mexico and Guatemala down in Chiapas, and that was probably the most magical place I've ever been to.
Chapas is nice.
Dude, they had like I don't know, it was like blankets of like greenery all over the mountains and
What?
just like crevices of rivers and
Paradise.
canyons and
you been there,
waterfalls and just it was
Nah,
amazing.
my parents went though. They sent
Uh,
pictures.
uh,
Shit look
They
nice.
sent pictures.
That shit look nice though.
It was amazing. The restaurants are really good. It's just
Most restaurants in Mexico are good. I love Mexican.
it's a great place to go like on like a romantic trip.
Yeah.
For real.
Chapas?
You know,
Yeah.
you know what place I heard that's like very, very overrated. Like I'm hearing it now
Cancun?
more than usual. France,
France?
like Paris.
France.
Paris?
Yeah.
Like I heard that it's like I mean, you know, it's
I heard
nice
it
to
smells
think-
pretty bad.
where it's like it's nice to think about going, but when you go, it's just like overrated. And apparently
They're rude.
well, for white people, I guess they hate Americans.
Yeah.
Like if you're Latin or
But that's,
Hey,
that's
yeah,
most
hey,
places in the world though.
they treat
No,
you
no,
a
no,
little
no.
It's
different.
literally just like here. Like if you go in certain cities, like the majority of the cities are more, I guess you could say, conservative to their country. So they more of like you'll find those kind of people. But if you go towards like the country, surprisingly, the countryside are a lot more friendly people,
Oh, wow.
and the countryside's a lot more better than France or than Paris. The only reason I'd go into any city is just for the catacombs or just
Oh.
see some old things. Other than that,
Dude, yeah.
if you go out in like the outside, you could literally like walk up on thousands of vineyards. You can literally see like
Wow.
there's waterfalls there. There's
It's amazing.
me and my girl were about to get a Airbnb because she had her dad's like best friend has this it's called a chalet, which is like I guess another fancy word for like a mansion, but it has like a pool and it can host like
or
up
like
to,
a
20
chateau.
people. Yeah, it's like yeah, like that. But it can host up to like 20 people. That's what it's like for. And he has one that he like constantly like either lives in or rents out whenever he's traveling. And we were gonna go stay over there, and we were looking at the area, and there's it's like you could literally wake up and see mountains,
That's awesome.
and it just looks
That's
so
nice.
nice.
Damn.
Like the city
Nice.
area is
Right.
there's also a lot of like protests going on right now too. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get a lot of
Damn.
those and a lot of like trash signs and whatnot. So,
But can anyone go to the UK right now if you have a passport?
yeah. They actually whenever I went the beginning of February. I was supposed to go in January, but their prime minister made a law where you had to pay to get 3 different COVID tests when you arrive there, and the cheapest one was going to be like £200, which was like $300 here.
Jesus.
So I was like, that's kind of shit, and I was going to do it, but then he announced this one random weekend, like literally a couple days before I was going to buy my ticket, that if I waited an extra week and a half, I didn't have to take any COVID tests at all, and I could just go over there and didn't have to pay money. So I just waited an extra week and a half, and then I gave myself an extra 2 weeks there. So I went for a month and like almost 2 weeks.
Are you vaccinated?
That's awesome.
Are you vaccinated?
No.
Okay.
A non-vaccine. All right.
But is
Are you
most of
vaccinated?
Europe
Are
open?
you vaccinated?
Yeah, I'm vaccinated.
Is most of Europe open to visit?
Are you boosted though? Too.
Most of it, I think France right now is like, I think you have to be vaccinated to go to France, so that's another reason why we didn't go. And then I think
No, but just aside from the vaccination, are they just open in general to the visitor travelers?
the
Because I mean,
public?
I know some aren't really.
I think honestly, every country that is above Egypt and left of the Middle East, you won't really have to get permission slips or like get like a permission. You could just go right in. Like, I think the only
Like
place
whatever.
you would is start from like Russia, certain parts of Asia, Middle East. I think you have to get a permission. I think for a majority of the areas,
Africa?
and then Africa, you do have to get permissions.
You do?
Yeah, out there because you also have to get actually in Africa, if you want to go to Africa, even if you're not going to safari, there's a lot of different shots you have to take just because of the different bugs and insects and the different diseases they carry around. And like malaria is like a big thing over there. So a lot of people get malaria on their first trip and it kills a lot of people. So like,
What
it's
is
a big
malaria?
thing. It's like a thing that's found in
It's
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes,
Disease.
yellow fever, dengue.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that can go pretty wrong. So you have to take a lot of I mean it's like 12 shots or something like that in order to go to
That's
Africa.
crazy.
I was wanting to go to a safari in South Africa, but they're actually having a problem where there's a war, not really a war, but there's a thing going on where a lot of the people in Africa, the natives, are getting mad that there's South Africans there who are Caucasian, so they're hanging them, killing them, and a lot of them are actually moving and running away and like literally flying out of the country, going places because the natives are saying you basically ruined us and we don't want you here. So I mean, I bet there's other reasons to it as well, but it's more of a racially motivated kind of crime going on down there.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that shit happens throughout the whole world. Crazy shit like that.
Of course. I guarantee there's something happening in the U.S. right now. We don't even know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. My eyes are on the
Dude,
Johnny Depp and Amber
the country,
Heard
our
case.
country's big.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
my-
everyone's paying attention to.
Unfortunately, that's
like,
where
our country's
my
big,
attention's
so we
being
don't
lined
know
up.
what anything's
Yeah.
happening.
If you guys could get nationality in one other country, what would it be?
Other than being Mexican, like having an
Yeah, like a nationality in one other, like you could go there whenever, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I love being Latin, you know. Definitely have that pride. But I'd love to be Italian or be from Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but you're technically, I'm not telling you that, guys, that you guys have to be that race.
To like
Just
be able to visit.
be like,
okay.
get nationality to a country.
citizenship.
Like, say, citizenship.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Better
I think
said.
it still
That's a tough
stays
one.
the same.
Oh,
Italy,
that's a tough
man.
one.
Italy.
Italy.
What about you?
So,
I don't know. It has to be somewhere in South America. Because I know some of the places are really pretty. So they have like Ecuador, Peru, Costa Rica, something like that. For me.
That's a tough one for me, to be honest. I don't know.
you know, a place
Have to
that's
think about
like
that
really
one.
nice to stay at.
I think I'd get nationality in Singapore.
Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it like their like airport that's like crazy or something?
I think
a
so.
really nice
yeah,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
Singapore,
With the waterfall
Singapore's an
and stuff.
amazing place in general.
Singapore's beautiful.
My bad.
Expensive.
You ever been to Singapore?
No, honestly, I just started traveling outside my country 3 years ago.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to Singapore? Do you plan on that?
What's your next? Yeah, what's your next?
My next move is my girl's coming here in July or August, so
Yeah.
for about a month, and then I think she's coming here up until like December, so she's staying for a bit, and then I think around January, February, we're gonna go to Japan with her dad.
Japan.
Oh, nice. Wait, is she gonna be staying at your house, your point?
I'm gonna be getting an Airbnb.
Okay.
Like a
That's what I
house.
figured.
I did hear about Japan being hard to get into, though.
It's not too hard. It's
Really?
not too hard, no. My girl's dad was about to go over there just this past like couple weeks, but he canceled his trip and he decided to rent a house for 6 months along the beach.
Yeah.
And so he went down there and
Okay.
he's been chilling with my girl's mom and whatnot. But
This guy sounds like he has a lot of money.
well,
So, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but like
He
he's
lives very
like,
comfortably.
he's a top. I don't know which number he is, but I know he's in the top 3 best doctors of all, like of Europe.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
he just retired this past like couple of weeks, so he's literally just going on trips after trips. That's where we're gonna probably go with
He's
him.
just
Yeah.
enjoying right
That's
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's been going on his boat. Like whenever I was there, like he was just constantly going out places. He goes wherever he wants. He went to France when I was there for like a couple weeks on his own.
Yeah.
And
Good
like
for him.
Does he have a wife?
yeah, his wife.
Okay.
Dude, he said like I remember my girl's mom, she went to Spain and she just stayed there. Like they went there for like a couple weeks, and then my girl and her dad came back, and then her mom wanted to stay for longer, and she ended up staying for like 6 to 7 months or something like that. And then her dad went and then visited her there, and then he stayed longer there, and then they came back and they did it in France. He just buys these like houses and they just stay. And I know her mom has like a bad back, so like warm weather helps a lot and shit. So like they would go to like Spain for like the beaches because of the warm weather and
That's
whatnot.
pretty
And,
cool.
like, they just rent a place along the beach and whatnot. And
That's sick.
Yeah, dude. I always wondered what it looked like on the other side of the world.
it's the. You can even look on your app. The air is a lot better than here. It's like
I believe
over here,
it.
the pollution of the air is like 36 on like the scale that they have on like your weather app, and over there it's 0, like completely
What?
0.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah.
How long is the flight time from here to there?
Going there is 7 hours 15 minutes, but coming back is 8 hours and 20 minutes.
7
Why?
hours?
Yeah,
That's
because
not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like
so
14 hours or something.
There's like a wind drift, and
Are you going like against current coming back?
yeah, whenever you're coming back, you're going against current, but whenever you're going there, the current is going with you, so it actually pushes you going faster.
Oh, wow.
there.
Dude, I
about an
fucking
hour
hate
early.
planes. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
No, honestly, I love them, dude. I'm scared of heights. I can't get on ladders, man. I do not do ladders. Like at work and shit, I work construction.
it.
I won't get up on ladders at
No,
all because I'm scared of that shit. Planes. That shit was good. And I was traveling during COVID, the beginning of COVID, when, like, that's when I first started traveling. So I never got, like, that stuff where people are like, oh, the plane's the leg room, people next to you, oh, the plane food's bad. When I was there, man, there was nobody else in economy or business. It was only, like, 3 people in first class, and then there was me. And that was it. And, like, they ended up giving me food from the first class. They asked me what I wanted from there because they had extras of it because they thought there were going to be more people, but people didn't go. Because of the
yeah,
restrictions,
so you
you
gotta
had to get a
get
bunch
food
of like
Yeah.
COVID things. So like my first time when I went, I was getting this hot, steamy food. I was literally putting all the armchairs up and laying across on the seats and going to bed at night and shit. And then I remember just as like past 3 trips, that's whenever I really experienced like the airplane ship
With
the
the-
other
They
Yeah.
removed the mandate. That's why.
Dude,
with the mask.
I hate it. You
People
get a
are getting
baby on
back
your
on.
plane, bro?
Oh my god, that's what happened last time.
Oh, dude, I hate when that shit
This
happens.
baby was crying so
Oh.
much that people were fucking complaining, and like the flight attendants started getting aggy at people complaining, saying, "What? Like we can't do anything."
Yeah.
We're trying to settle it down, and then like
Like, what do you want me to do? Throw it out there?
Just
Yeah.
throw the baby out.
I thought I would get sleep. I'd look at the time and I'd close my eyes with the baby crying, and all of a sudden I'd wake up and it'd be like 2 minutes pass by, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, man." Like whenever I got to to my girl's house, I instantly passed out. Like, I went to the room and
I
passed
love.
out.
I know the flight is going well when I can go to sleep, and I wake up like a whole hour after. I'm just like, this is great.
I like when I go to
That's-
sleep and I wake up at the end of the I like that.
That's
trip.
That's the best.
This is usually what I do is like
That's the best.
right whenever like I leave the like to go home to the airport, I smoke like more than what I usually, to the point, you know, like when you start coughing and you're like oh
Yeah.
what the
It's
fuck.
like,
I smoke like that, and then I go to the airport, and when I get on the plane, when they pass around like you want like tea
Drinks,
or
yeah,
what,
drinks.
you want coffee, whatever that shit is, you can ask them for alcohol no matter what time. So I always either get I always ask for doubles. I get like gin or I get some whiskey, and you get it and you just chug it down. You watch like a 3-hour movie, and then by the time the end of the movie's going, you're like almost like really tired, and you just start to pass out. And that's what I always do. And each time they come, just keep asking for doubles because they have more alcohol than juice and water.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How much
About
is
that
it though?
hangover, though, dude.
It's free.
No.
Oh, wait, that's if you get a round trip, though.
You get a round trip.
If you get a
okay.
round trip,
Okay.
then the food and the alcohol is free. You can ask for whatever.
Okay.
But if it's a one way, you can't.
So far I haven't done a one way, but I know for sure on a round trip from what I've experienced each time I do it.
It depends on
I feel like the flight
the. I
attendant
feel
would
like
just give it to you
I think
without
it-
knowing.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on the airline too.
When I went 3 years ago, before I was even 21, and I was asked for alcohol, they never ID'd me because I was going to the UK, and in the UK you can be 16 and drink.
Yeah, if it's
So they
if you're
never,
coming
like,
back,
they
you
wouldn't sit
can't.
there and-
Wait,
That's crazy.
What?
It's
That's
way-
the
yeah.
drinking age?
Yeah, it's the same thing. If we go to Mexico right now on the plane, we can drink on the way there, but if we're going coming back, we can't.
No, on the
But
way
we're all
coming back, I
21 now.
drink still.
Yeah.
So we can now.
I
On
heard
the way
that.
back, I drink still too.
So
Both ways, I would. And maybe it was because I was also, on my size as well. So they don't ask me, and I didn't shave before, so maybe they didn't really question it. But like, I never got asked for ID.
Do you live there now, though, or do you live here?
I'm trying to live over there. I sent an application, and
Is that process easy to live over there?
it's so basically you got to do either a 2 or 5 year work visa or student visa. You got to apply for it. If it's a work visa, you got to show you have some kind of income already, and that there's some kind of job that you can get over there. Like you're going to be qualified for it. They're not just going to take you with no job or whatever. Or for student one, you're just going over there to go learn and shit. So for me, I'm trying to do both. So I've tried to sign up for both.
Yeah.
Because there's a company the installation is way different over there. They only do attics. They don't do walls, basements, no nothing.
Yeah.
So just because how the houses are designed. So there's a company there I've talked to about it, and then there's my girl's dad is actually like a well-known doctor, so he has some connections and whatnot. So I could try and get to learn some up to like pediatrician and whatnot, and some kind of nurse.
And who do you have to message or go talk to or do things for all that stuff?
For the U.S. Embassy.
U.S.
Embassy,
Embassy.
yeah, there you go.
It's like where you get your passport, all that shit.
I was like, I knew
literally
they were
just-
there for some reason.
Yeah, you
So
just,
they're doing something.
well, there's in Washington D.C. there's other embassies. It would be like the Canada embassy or you can search up United Kingdom
I've been to
embassy.
the Saudi
The-
Arabia embassy.
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many along the East Coast.
So the company I work for rents different things to, for different events. So a lot of embassies will order from us. Like, so like, there's like embassy in Brazil. Like literally,
yeah,
you think it, there's an embassy for it, honestly.
there's an
Yeah,
embassy
of
for all
course.
countries because
Yeah.
there's certain
Mexico.
people
Yeah,
that
'cause
are
that's
helping.
how, I mean, that's how they interact.
It's sick.
But you just go to the embassy for U.S. and be like, what I really want is I want to get a citizenship from, I think it's Knit Islands or Knit something. It's like some kind of island. And basically, the island actually is looking for people to become citizens of their place to make it more, I guess, seem popular.
Mhm.
But it's an expensive passport. It's like 150K. But the thing is that that island is so trusted within all of the other countries that you're able to go to. I think it's 132 countries without permission slips, without having to go through immigration or nothing. You can just go walk through as if you're a citizen of the country. So you can travel anywhere in the world. Like you can go to with that passport, you also have granted permission to do scheduled tours in North Korea if you wanted to as well. So you
That's
get permission
crazy. Yeah.
Like it's a lot of different. It's like
That's pretty
Knit
cool.
Islands or something like that.
That's crazy.
That'd be
Nice.
nice.
You can't record in North Korea.
Yeah,
You're not
Unless you
allowed
have
to-
special permission from Kim Jong.
yeah, but like for that, you got to be like a reporter. They just don't let
Yeah.
anybody.
because there was this one YouTuber that I saw that he did have permission to go and record
yeah.
things in North
But
Korea.
that's
from-
just crazy to think that it's like something as simple as
There's-
recording a video in public is something you can't do without permission.
they caught this one dude that was going with his friends to North Korea. They caught him on camera. They this is how like neat they are about their shit. They noticed that a poster was missing on their wall, so they went on CCTV and looked at it, and they saw that this white dude took it off of the wall, and they knew it wasn't a Korean. So literally, as the dude was getting his baggage checked in the airport, they were on their way to the airport to go get him because they found out about it, and they called the airport and said, "Don't let him on the plane." And they let his friends go off the plane, and they kept him. And then there was like a big thing about the U.S. trying to get him back and whatnot, just because he took a poster. It was a propaganda poster. And then what happened was they got him back, but he was basically brain damaged when they got him back, and he couldn't even speak, no nothing. So they put him on. When he came back into the U.S., he was on a gurney off the plane. Jesus. So then whenever they brought him off, like a couple days later or something, he ended up dying.
That's crazy.
That's so funny.
And they believed that North Korea did something to him so that he couldn't go back and tell himself, because they kept him in one of those prison camps. So they thought maybe if he goes back, he's going to tell him, oh, this is what the prison camps is like. It is true. All the shit is true. They're lying. All this other stuff. So people speculate that that's why they had he came back brain dead. And they claimed that it was nothing and that it was probably a parasite from the food because of the food quality there.
So they don't want to cause panic. But I mean, I feel like that's a good place to end it. We're running out of time anyway, so.
All right, guys.
That was a good episode.
It was a good episode of Ramblings in the Basement. Y'all have a good night.